Welcome people to my new video. I'm going to analyze a new roulette strategy. This time it's not from the Roulette Master, but from Croupier Roulette. Can you test my new strategy 3-2-1 please? So here is the strategy, the 3-2-1 roulette strategy, playing around with dozens like I own them. Advanced roulette, 16 May 2024, and you can check out his video for the explanation of this roulette strategy. So 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, dozen 3, dozen 2, dozen 1, dozen 3, dozen 2, dozen 1. So it's like a series of roulette spins, roulette results. Now, and Croupier calls this a symmetrical pattern. And he also said that roulette wheels don't like to behave like this. They don't like symmetrical patterns. Now, why is this? So this 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, it feels like order. And roulette is all about randomness, chaos. And chaos is the opposite of order. Chaos, order. Chaos, order. Croupier assumes that the roulette will behave like this, not like this. So his starting point is order, and he will play against order. So your 3-2-1 roulette strategy share the same concept with your breaking patterns on dozens roulette strategy. They both play against symmetrical patterns. In both cases, you play 2 dozens simultaneously, and the bet progression is martingale. So I will first share the results of my backtest, and at the end of the video I will explain why breaking patterns on dozens still performs better than your 3-2-1 roulette strategy. Okay guys, and here you can see the official results from my backtest for the 3-2-1 strategy from Croupier Roulette. You can participate every spin. You do not have to sit out spins. And here, remember with the breaking patterns on dozens roulette strategy, you had to sit out a crazy amount of spins. But that's also why your strategy is so good, right? Again, the bad news. The balance, the trend line, the blue line is your balanced bankroll, and the blue line goes down. And the longer you will play, the more you will lose. The red line is the trend line, and also the trend line goes down with a negative slope. And so the trend line predicts a loss of 354,612 euro in 148,000 spins for a single zero roulette wheel. Initial starting bet 20 euro. You see, and that was also the case with your breaking patterns on dozens strategy. The information of the blue line, revenue minus cost, is a net result, net absolute loss of 387,960 euro. Again in 148,000 spins. I had 95,895 individual winning sessions, and so session profit, and I lost 558 times my stop loss. To one losing session, there were 171.85 winning sessions. That's a winning probability of 99.42%, losing probability of 0.58%. Here, breaking patterns on dozens, 99.55%, winning probability 0.45%, losing probability. If you change this reference stop loss here, you change the winning probability, and I want the closest to 99% winning probability. Like this we can compare all the strategies ceteris paribus. So in this case the reference stop loss is 801 euro. Maximum stop loss, or your stop loss, is 2,420 euro, and stop loss zone. So if you want this winning probability with the 3-2-1 roulette strategy, this is your stop loss, 2,420 euro. And that was also the case with your breaking patterns on dozens strategy. On average I won 10 euro, on average I lost 2,420 euro. Normalized revenue normalized cost, normalized net result, negative 0.403138.2. And that's another way to express loss. This is what you will earn. This is what the casino will earn. The casino's revenue is 40.31% higher than your revenue. On average, in an online casino, it will take a little less than 6 dealer sessions to lose your stop loss with this average value. On average, in an online casino, it will take between 1 and 2 spins to get an individual winning session with this average value. And here you see the results for breaking patterns on dozens. Back to 3-1, the drawdowns and the stop losses, the stop loss zone, reference stop loss, maximum stop loss, the bet levels, initial starting bet €20, the highest bet I needed to place was €1,620. Then the distribution of the durations of the losing sessions, how many spins it took to get an individual losing session to lose your stop loss. This black horizontal line is the average, 265.233 spins, maximum spins 1,705. Distribution of the durations of the winning sessions, how many spins it took to get an individual winning session. Again, this black horizontal line is the average. Remember, 1.543 spins, maximum spins 16. And now I will rank this new strategy for you guys. I will put this new strategy in my ranking list. So I need this ranking information, number of winning sessions, number of losing sessions, average win, average loss, normalized net result, LSP average, WSP average, stop loss to initial bet level ratio. The stop loss is 121 times higher than the initial starting bet. Stop loss zone, the maximum stop loss exceeds the reference stop loss by 202.12%. So martingale is always close to 100%, and when you triple gale, and for martingale with dozens, it's always close to 200%. Like here, the results for breaking patterns on dozens, and also 202.12%. Then maximum bet level to initial bet level ratio, and the highest bet I needed to place was 81 times higher than the initial starting bet. And then loss per spin, this here. Now let's copy this. The 3-2-1 roulette strategy from Croupier Roulette. And here you can see all the individual rankings for 3-1 roulette strategy. 7, 80, 86, 22, 43, 83, 6, 16, 90, 49, 44, 10. Individual rankings from 1 to 51 is good. From 52 to 102 is bad. Number of winning sessions, that's good. Number of losing sessions, that's bad. Average win, that's bad. Average loss, that's good. Normalized net result, that's good. LSP average, that's bad. WSP average, that's good. Stop loss to initial bet level ratio, that's good. Stop loss zone, that's bad. Maximum bet level to initial bet level ratio, that's good. Loss per spin, that's good. Winning probability, that's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 good rankings. 1, 2, 3, 4 bad rankings. So far I've analyzed 102 roulette strategies. Where is 3-1 from Croupier Roulette? Here, 3-1, number 29. Definitely one of the better strategies, but it's not as good as breaking patterns on dozens. And I will explain why this is in a minute. Now, 10 best strategies so far are breaking patterns on dozens from Croupier Roulette, number 1, System 9 7 bets, number 2, 2 red to black martingale, 3, only way to play for Twisted Dozen 5, UFC Fighters 6, 24 Nut Tripling 7, Opposites Attract 8, Reverse Martingale 9, 5 Lost Trigger 10. And now I will explain why the breaking patterns on dozens roulette strategy is still better than the 3-2-1 roulette strategy. They both play against symmetrical patterns. In case of the 3-2-1 strategy, there is one symmetrical pattern, and in case of the breaking patterns on dozens strategy, there are several patterns. And here you see so a signal, and we need to get a signal. As a gambler, we need to get a signal. A signal means if this happens, we can start a gambling session. We can start betting. If this happens, I can do this. If this happens, I can do that. So here, in case of the 3-2-1 strategy, the signal is always at the beginning because you always know which pattern you need to play against. And here, there's only one pattern, so you know in advance which pattern you need to play against. So the signal is always at the beginning of the symmetrical pattern, and you immediately can start betting. You don't have to wait, you don't have to sit out spins. Remember, you don't have to sit out spins. And you see, and then you start betting a martingale, right? But here, in case of the breaking patterns on dozens roulette strategy, you don't know the pattern you need to play against. Sometimes it's 1-3-1 and then you get the signal. Another time it's 1-2-1, then you need to play against 3-2-3. So in this case, you need to wait for a signal. So you start betting the moment a part of the symmetrical pattern has already occurred. It's already behind you. Here the signal is always at the beginning. So here's your signal and you start betting again a number of martingales. So let's say here with this last martingale we survive. So there are a number of martingales right here and the same number of martingales. But here you start betting in the middle of the symmetrical pattern. And here you start betting at the beginning of the symmetrical pattern. So that's why, because we survive here, we survive a longer symmetrical pattern than here. So this length is the same as this length. And so that's the advantage we have with the breaking patterns on dozens strategy. So this will create better ratios, better results. Important to remember, the 3-2-1 roulette strategy does not beat roulette, and long term you will lose. It's not as good as your other strategy, but it's still one of the better strategies. Anyway, thank you Croupier Roulette for sharing your strategy.